Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jennifer C. at HomeLifeCultureLink.com, Nino Simeka at MortgageGodfather.ca, and Jewelry Forever at JewelryForever.ca. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Well. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 80s. Right, Regine?
Yeah.
We're all dolled up in our 80s attire.
Mm-hmm.
Put on your proton packs and go back to the future. Where's the beef?
I wasn't born in that era, so you're on your own for this one.
Well, I mean, I was alive, but I actually can't remember. I'm more of a 90s kid, but a lot of my favorite movies are from the 80s. Regine, what are some of your favorite things from the 80s?
The music, the bright colors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Cyndi Lauper.
My parents.
Yeah. My parents from the 80s, some of your favorite things?
I guess. I don't know. So. Do I want to like my parents in the 80s?
I don't know. Actually, yeah. My parents, what did they look like in the 80s? My mom looked like me, but with bigger hair. Bigger hair, leggings, although leggings are back.
Leggings are life.
Leggings are life. Leggings are life, people. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 69.
Yeah.
69.
We're almost at 70. That's crazy.
One away.
That's crazy. We're closer to 100.
Yes.
That's insane.
Welcome to episode 69 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. And I'm your host, as always, the one, the only Scott Dion Brown. And my white blazer makes it hard to see my name. But
no, they can see it, yeah.
There you go. Joined, as always, by the best co-host in the galaxy.
Regine Alaina, happy Sunday, fun day, ladies and gents. Welcome back to the 80s, and welcome back. It wouldn't be crazy if it was episode 80. Sorry, I just took that in. Welcome.
That would have been like well planned.
It would have been. But welcome to another episode here on the Sit Down. As mentioned in the beginning, grab your coffee mugs.
Grab your coffee mugs. We're going back in time.
You know what I realized? My outfit matches your microphone. I got the green.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we planned everything.
Totally.
So today's an 80s theme.
Why is it an 80s theme?
Well, it's an 80s theme because we have some special guests here today. And they're here to promote an event that's coming up. And the event that's coming up is an 80s themed event.
Oh.
Now, I don't know how far we're going to go with how 80s themed this particular show will be. I mean, the outfits are pretty good. So maybe that's enough.
Yep.
Are you guys watching this on your Atari? Are you logged in on your Commodore 64? Although I don't think that was in the...
I wouldn't know. I wasn't in the 80s. You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, but I can't remember if the Commodore 64 was in the 70s or the 80s.
I don't know, but whoever is watching, good morning. We see you in the group chat.
Good morning. We've got Elizabeth Marnock in the chat.
Good morning,
hello.
Liz.
We've got Les McKenzie. Hello.
Yeah, Mrs. Brown on here.
Mrs. Brown as well. Hello.
Good morning. What did you look like in the 80s, Tita?
My mom had very, very cool hair in the 80s. I've seen some of those photos. Should we meet our guests?
Yes.
Should we get them in here?
Yes.
So like I said, we're here. It's our 80s event, and it's because coming up very soon is a very special event called in fact, I've even got a flyer for it. So let me bring it up here.
The Canada Top Choice Give Back Fundraising Concert.
And the theme, as you can see, is Together into the 80s. And the event is coming up this Saturday, right?
Yes, this upcoming Saturday.
This Saturday. And we've got a whole bunch of people who will be in that concert. Some singers, some dancers. And
they're all very talented.
All very talented. It's a very talented, packed show. The studio's packed.
Yes. And I don't think they were in the 80s. Maybe one of them. One of them must have enjoyed the 80s. The other ones, not so much.
Well, we'll find out.
Yes.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe not.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. We'll get you guys all to introduce yourselves because
There's a lot of you.
there's a lot of you, yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our performers from the Canada's Top Choice Give Back Fundraising Concert into the 80s. Hello.
Hi. Wow, you're all in sync.
Oh, jeez.
Can we introduce you guys starting from you?
Yeah, let's go down the end, I guess.
Okay. I'm Dana.
Hi, Dina.
I'm Cathy, Miss Canada Top Choice 2019.
My name is Chelsea, and I'm Miss Teen Canada Top Choice 2019.
My name is Ashani. My name is Tatiana.
And they are all from Canada Top Choice.
Yeah, you guys all competed in the pageant, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2019, yes.
And so now coming up, though, this Saturday night is the Give Back fundraising concert. So, guys, it's coming up. You guys excited?
Yeah.
So what's going to happen? Tell me a bit about it.
Well, there's gonna be there's an opening number that is also 80s theme. There's gonna be performances. There's gonna be singing, dancing. There's also gonna be a fashion show segment. There's gonna be a lot of things happening.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's a family event, so part of our opening act too, it's not just the sisters from Canada's Top Choice pageant, it's also friends and families, those that are participating in the 2020, that's going to happen in August 22nd, as well as family members too. You'll see moms and dads in the opening act as well.
I'm looking at some moms and dads in the room right now. None of them are making eye contact with me. I wonder why.
My mom's in it.
Oh.
Exciting.
My mom too.
Oh.
So what are each of you guys going to be doing in the concert? What are your individual things that you're going to be doing?
I'm gonna sing.
Ooh, Dana's singing.
I will be dancing.
What kind of dance?
Like hip hop into the 80s
Nice.
with a remix my uncle made for me. So
That's
Cool.
awesome.
I will be also dancing to an 80s song called Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Nice.
Excellent.
I will be dancing. It's a jazz routine by I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
Awesome. Myself, I'm doing a Bonnie Tyler track. That's a little bit of a medley in the 80s at that time frame. I'm also emceeing the event, so I'm going to be overseeing the whole show.
That's
it'll be fun.
awesome. Well, speaking of emceeing, Scott and I actually emceed it last year,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's a great event. You guys are going to enjoy it. Kathy, you got big shoes to fill.
I know I do. I heard about that.
I'm kidding. But I think you guys are going to do amazing.
It's going to be fun. It's at the Fairview Library Theatre, right? So here we can...
yes, it is.
and tickets are available, right? In
It is on Eventbrite.
Yeah. So there's the flyer. Once again, you guys can see it. The event is at the Fairview Mall Library Theatre on March 7th at... What time is it at? 7 p.m.?
5:30.
5:30 is the
Just started
pre-show.
Oh, pre-show. Okay, so get there early.
You get there early.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can watch. There's a link to tickets in the bio right down below in the description. But
Get them after the show.
yeah, exactly. Well, you can click on it
watch
and go to it. You know, but yeah, tickets are available now, and it's gonna be awesome.
So should the guests dress up 80s style too?
It would be awesome
Yeah.
if you have
Yeah,
that in
that
your
would be so
wardrobe.
cool.
That'd
Yeah.
be fantastic.
Yeah, it'll add to the whole allure of the event. It'll make the atmosphere a lot more
In fact,
exciting.
some of the 80s is coming back. The leg warmers are coming back right now. You
Yeah.
can find those that are happening.
Yep,
And the block colors, so it's
Love
not
it.
as difficult to find the 80s outfits.
that's
yeah.
true.
It wasn't hard to find it in my closet either, so go for it, guys.
Well, like-
You might have to sew in the shoulder pads again.
Yeah. Do you think those? Actually, I have seen some shoulder pad things are coming back.
They
right?
are coming back a little lighter, a little thinner, and unlike the 80s, which was a little heavier,
Boom.
Yeah.
bigger shoulder pad. Yeah.
Or if you guys want, do what Scott does and go to Value Village.
Yeah, I love Value Village.
Absolutely.
In fact, this entire actually this is this from Value Village? I can't remember. But this is the blazer is. I think the glasses are. I think the shirt is too. Yeah, I love Value
Is
Village.
the underwear too? I'm just kidding.
That's where
Don't
I get all my
answer.
stuff. All my stuff. Every single thing. It's.
Ew.
I don't think you can buy underwear.
What'd you
at
buy?
Value Village.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, sorry guys. It's Sunday.
I think I don't know if I feel like underwear wouldn't last long enough.
That's gross. Anyways, moving on.
Not a big market, I don't think, for that, for reuse stuff. Yeah. So okay, we have some younger guests. So what do you guys think of when someone tells you about the 80s? What are the things that come to your mind?
Old.
I think of like bright colors and like upbeat music, and old too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think of hip hop.
I think of like jazz and like, I guess the word is like extra because they would already be big hair and like bright colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of like their makeup, how it would look like bright.
So like my makeup right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, much heavier.
Again, I didn't have time this morning.
They also
No, in the 80s, much heavier. Even mine, I've done it lighter today, but back in the 80s. And
Like
yes, the old one over here grew up in the 80s. So
I mean,
yeah.
Scott grew up in
Like
the 80s.
their,
What does that make him?
I didn't grow up in. Well, I mean, I was born in the 80s, but I don't really. I was too young to remember most of it.
But you were still born in the
So,
80s.
sure.
Just saying.
It was the best. It was the best of times
Okay. Because all you did was sleep and poop and eat.
at that time. Yeah.
Got it.
It was very. It was an easy life at that time.
Easy life in the 80s. How about you, Ishani?
Well, as Chelsea said, I think it would be like fun, bright, and colored. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, a lot of the stuff that's popular now, I guess, because it's right around the time now where a lot of the retro stuff is in. So like,
Yes.
I remember like 10 years ago, a lot of the 70s stuff was really popular, right? Like I remember even when I was in high school, girls were wearing bell bottoms and people had, I don't know, aviator sunglasses.
They still wear those.
Yeah, but nobody was wearing Wayfarers at that time.
Fair.
The only way you could buy Wayfarers, I remember I went to a joke shop. I went
You
to
couldn't.
Yeah, I went to
Value Village.
No, well, yeah, I guess. But yeah, I went to a joke shop and they had like rock and roll sunglasses and they kind of looked like Wayfarers. But then they're everywhere, and I'm glad because I like them. I like them everywhere. What are things that are popular now that were from the 80s?
Hoop earrings. Hoop earrings are back.
Scrunchies.
Hoop earrings, the big hoop earrings are back.
Hoop earrings are like classic though. I love hoop earrings.
But really solid, like heavy hoop earrings. Yeah.
Like what Chelsea's wearing?
Yeah.
They're hiding
Chelsea.
underneath my mic, but they're there.
A little bit bigger, but yes.
Yeah.
There's also now scrunchies are coming back.
Yes.
I
Like Visco girls.
yes.
Scrunchies.
Oh, jeez.
What other fashion things? We
leg
know
warmers?
leggings have been around for a while.
Leg warmers.
I'm wearing leg warmers right now.
And do you wear?
You are.
Yeah,
Do you wear?
pink.
Do you wear leg warmers regularly, or do you just wear them when you want to dress 80s, or do you actually use them as your as regular fashion?
I think I just wore them
Yeah.
today because I knew they were an 80s thing.
Yeah.
But I could wear them. They
I used to
keep your
wear
leg
them.
warm.
It's a possible
For-
option.
For like ballet, when I did ballet like a long time ago, lots of people had those on at the bottom of their feet, and
Yeah.
like I would wear them too.
When I was little, I
That's-
used to wear a lot of leg warmers. I
That-
like
Yeah.
hot pink ones.
Yep,
there you
those
go.
ones
To
are the
feature
most
temperature.
popular.
I
So-
like the black lace of the 80s, like Madonna 80s. I love anything black lace. So when I saw Cathy's outfit, I'm like, yes.
Yes, Madonna Black.
How about you, Cathy? What about the 80s?
I was a huge, and still am
I
a
know.
huge Madonna fan. So a lot of her style that she brought, not only the black lace, but and then all her videos, because that was really the
Her
height of the
jewelry,
beginning
yeah.
of the music videos. Really started in the 80s. So a lot of fashion was influenced during that time frame from music videos, from Cyndi Lauper to Madonna to all kinds of the, and eventually to Whitney Houston that came along. But yeah, so the black, in fact, I actually brought a few old pictures too, so I don't know if I want to show them, and I don't know if I'll come up there. But some of the things that you had was
Here, we
bold
can show it on our,
colors.
we can show it on our camera.
We're gonna move there. You can show it over there.
All right.
Can we pass that over?
Nice.
So both colors are pretty well in. Off the shoulder was kind of in style.
Okay, so what's this one here? What are we looking at
We've
here?
got that is really bold color blocks at that time. Cowl necks in the winter night were really in. Shoulder pad jackets, big jackets, bright colors, the yellows, even in the heels. Hey, this is my time in the old days. So yeah, You've got, let's see what that one is. Okay, so the cross shoulder. Now the bottom, you don't see the bottom of those dresses as much anymore. Maybe they'll make a comeback. But the way it's kind of off, kind of looped and floaty at the bottom. That is very much an 80s. And the hair, of course. The big hair at that time frame was huge.
Speaking of hair.
Yeah, big hair. Wow. Big hair at that time frame was the main thing. Because you got a lot of perms. A lot of people don't do perms as much as they used to. Now big in the 80s, yeah.
Now they perm their hair straight.
Yeah.
Now they perm their hair
straightening.
straight.
Yeah. So,
and then, this looks like an outfit you're wearing right now.
This is the 80s, and back in that time frame, we actually had a band, much like when I was in a younger group, when I was just in university, we had a band called Eurasian Eyes, and we actually went out to communities, and we actually sang a lot of Madonna at that time frame.
Look at you,
Cathy.
Cathy.
What do I have there? Oh, that's another a jacket. So I was trying to show the shoulder pad and the big belt. So the big belts, the thick belts, thick belts were also in at that time frame. So very, 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 in outfits. It really stood out then.
Yeah.
The blocks.
Oh, here, kids.
You can pass that down. Yeah.
Here, Scott.
Yeah.
Pass it down.
Is this you?
This is me in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
All of them. All of them are me in the 80s with outfits.
So pretty.
This is my favorite.
There you go.
My favorite.
But they said a lot of that is coming back. The hoop earrings.
Oh my god, that looks so much like...
What do you guys think of these of the fashion?
Would you guys wear
Beautiful.
that?
I would
you wear
this.
it?
That
Did
belt
you wear
is
it?
so...
Most belts.
Where do I put...
Both colors. A lot of yellow.
I see Tatiana wearing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the makeup, the bright makeup.
The makeup was very heavy. It went up to basically all the way up to the eyebrows. So you had color. Purple was very big. So purple and blue solids up to the eyebrows.
It looks like my mom.
Was very key. You would see that. You would see that there.
Purple.
So at the concert coming up, are you guys going to do your makeup 80s style?
Yes, I will.
Maybe 80s style makeup?
Yeah, probably.
They
Bright
have
colors.
a lot of blush, like tints.
Big blush.
Yeah.
Yesterday I tried it. It didn't really work out.
Well, Tatiana, you experiment a lot with makeup.
Yes, I do.
So
I used 5 different palettes yesterday.
I can only imagine what your makeup's gonna look like.
Very cool.
Very bright.
So many possibilities.
I know. Well, we're talking
There's
about.
gonna be like orange, green.
Because usually it's just like the regular
It
colors,
is-
but
it is
now is
bright.
the time.
Now is the
go
time.
crazy.
Yep.
And creative.
Yes, and we are talking about the concert. We're talking about your talents. Do one of you guys want to sing and showcase your talents?
Yeah, we can have a performer. Who would like to
Rock,
perform?
paper, scissors.
There we go. Well, I know Dana's going to. Part of the concert as well is to promote our young generation as well, right? So, and our up and coming, and the confidence and their empowerment that they take on when they go onto the stage. So we really have quite a few young performers, but we also have quite a few performers from our Canada Top Choice Talent Pool. And Dana is one of ours. Talent pool, who's going to be singing today, and she's going to be singing a song that's from an 80s movies, because we not only is the music from the 80s, we're talking about movies as well that might be from the 80s, or influences that are tied into the 80s from other either music or song or movies.
So Dana, what are you singing for us?
Someday My Prince Will Come from Snow White.
Ooh. So while Dana heads over there.
Yeah, so why don't we'll get you, Dana, to make your way over to the microphone. And in the meantime...
So much quieter.
Yeah, it's loud in the headphones.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I guess I should go over there too, right? So you're going to have to do the camera switch.
I know.
Let's kill the music. Okay, I'm going to make my way over there, and you chat with the guests.
I will. I will chit-chat with these guests. You just shut my mic off. How am I supposed to talk when I can't talk? Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys check them out. As I mentioned earlier, Scott and I have emceed that event in the past. And I have to say the talent among these girls and all the other performers that will be there is impeccable. I'm not just saying that because they're sitting in front of me. I'm saying it because I've never met a group as young as them with so much talent beyond their years. You add all of them up, you got Scott's age. I mean, just kidding. But no, really, you guys should check them out. They're amazing. Last year, a lot of them were actually there and they killed the performances. This year, I know that they have a roster of other performers and they're just as great.
Absolutely.
So make sure you support them. Again, you can get the tickets on Eventbrite. It is next Saturday, or this upcoming Saturday, March 7th. Thanks for adjusting my lights, Scott. March 7th at 5:30 is when the pre-show starts. So make sure you get there a little bit earlier. It's at the Fairview Library, which is right behind Fairview Mall in Toronto. So make sure you check it out. And Scott, you good? Or are you still? Just about. So make sure you guys, again, tune in. Get your tickets now. Not now. Get your tickets at 12:30-ish. Tickets are how much?
$25.
$25. So again, it is a family event. Get your 80s outfits ready and get ready for this amazing performance. Scott, you ready? Dana, ladies and gentlemen. Well, like I said, lots of talent, very young, but lots of talent beyond their years. So again, if you want to check out Dana and all the other ladies here today, make sure you check her out and them out. Thanks for adjusting my light again, Scott.
Give me camera 2.
Camera 2. Camera 2. There they are. Great job, Dana.
Thank you.
Good job. So what made you pick that song?
So I felt like in the 80s there might be some people who thought they were better than others.
Oh.
So I really thought I want people to be nicer so they have more friends and a happy community all together.
Mm-hmm.
So the last line, please make my dreams come true, meaning everyone will be nice and everyone has a friend that they can rely on.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, your voice sounds great.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. How long have you been singing for?
I've been singing since I was really, really young.
So yesterday.
Well, it sounds very nice. And so you're going to be performing this Saturday at the concert,
Yes, I am.
along with a whole bunch of other fantastic performers.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, let's bring up the information for people who may be just tuned in. The event is, if I can find it here,
On
there it is.
Saturday.
Saturday, March 7th, the Give Back fundraising concert brought to you by Canada's Top Choice, happening at the Fairview Library Theatre. And you can get tickets at look up Canada's Top, they're on Eventbrite.
Yeah.
So if you look up Canada's Top Choice on Facebook, or right now if you're watching this on YouTube, the link in the description is there.
Yes, and some of our advertisers will be there too.
That's right. Speaking of advertisers, maybe we should do the ad break.
Yep.
Okay. Regine, this show, it's a fun show.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't be possible without some very, very important people.
Nope.
And today's episode is no exception, Regine. It is brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Regine,
Yes, Scott.
do you want to know what your home is really worth?
Potentially.
Are you buying or selling a home?
I mean, I could be, depending on how much it's worth.
Well, then Jennifer C., realtor at Home Life Culture Link, is here to help.
Mm-hmm.
Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887.
Mm-hmm.
Don't deal with just anyone.
Mm-mm.
Speak to a professional.
Yes.
Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com.
Mm-hmm.
The Mortgage Godfather is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have, and he will shop to find you the best mortgage. Nino Saimeka, mortgage agent. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. I'm guessing most of you guys don't know what that's from.
No, they're just laughing at you.
He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. Michael, I never wanted this for you. Anyway.
I'm so confused.
Find out more at mortgagegodfather.ca or call 905-604-6955. Mortgage Godfather. And it was brought to you by Jewelry Forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, as you can see being made right there. Repairs, and they change watch batteries, all done on site.
Whoa.
They've got an incredible selection of items. You're sure to find something special for the special person on your list. And we have an amazing deal available just for our viewers. Right, Regine?
Yes, we do. If you go in and let them know that Scott and Regine sent you, you will get 15% off.
Whoa.
That's 15, 1 5.
15% off.
Yes.
So-
It's amazing.
So that's right. Get on in there. Tell them Scott and Regine sent you. Get a great deal on some beautiful things. And like I said, they do custom-made stuff. If you've got this image in your mind of something
That you
beautiful
really
you want
want,
to be made,
yeah.
he can make it. Jerry over at Jewelry Forever is an artist. He's
He's
real
amazing,
artist.
yeah. And he works really fast.
Yep. And you should actually check them out on Instagram as well if you look up Jewelry Forever, because they post pictures of some of the custom things that they build.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really, really cool.
It's impressive.
He sculpts it's really, really, really neat. So Jewelry Forever, find out more at jewelryforever.ca. And of course, if you would like to advertise on the show,
It's simple. All you have to do is email us at radioshowad. That's radioshowad@gmail.com.
that's right. We do the ads live just as we're doing them right now every week, which means that the ads are personalized. If you've got an event coming up or a special sale or something that's very, very time sensitive, you can let us know, and we can let your potential clients know in real time, right here, week to week. It's a very, very personal relationship that you can build with a potential client base, customer base.
Yes.
And it supports the show.
And it's simple. Again, email us, radioshowad. That's radioshowad@gmail.com.
That's right.
Yes.
And we're back. Back in the 80s, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. See, I told you, we're back. Yes.
Who's somebody's phone going?
Yeah, one of the moms.
Somebody's phone. That's okay.
It's okay.
All right, so hi, we're back here with performers for the upcoming Give Back fundraising concert. Hi guys.
Hi.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if you guys have been watching. Have any of you guys watched Love Is Blind?
Nope.
Have you heard of
Have you heard of it?
I've
Love
never
Is
heard of
Blind.
it.
No.
Nope,
So,
I've never heard
so
of
what is Love Is Blind,
So
Scott?
Love Is Blind is a reality TV show, and I should say I don't really watch.
it?
I don't really watch a lot of reality. I think it's real. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of reality TV.
I watch a lot of reality.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about.
It's like
I know this show. Yeah.
it's on Netflix. I think it's
on
pretty
Netflix.
new. It's pretty new. Yeah, but it's
I've
interesting.
seen it.
You have? You seen some of it?
Her mom is laughing in the background, so she's definitely seen it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, my mom watches it.
yeah, I ended up I finished the last episode yesterday. And Regine, you watched.
Okay, so I've heard of it. I love reality TV. I'm a reality TV junkie. You name it, I've watched it. So Scott messages me. He goes, "Hey, have you watched Love Is Blind?" I go, "No, not yet." I open my Netflix account. No lie, 98% match. All right,
Oh,
I guess
really?
I'll watch it.
So they were like, "Oh, wait, oh, okay, you're on Netflix because it actually recommends you things."
Yeah, so it was a
And they're
98% match of things that I should watch.
And they
So
were
I'm
right.
like, all right.
So how much did you watch yesterday?
I watched the entire thing.
You watched the entire season of Love Is Blind yesterday.
In a day.
I did.
In a day.
I did. I could. So it's your fault.
It's true, but you know, it was.
It's
There's something
Scott's
about
fault.
it. Like I watched the first episode, and I'm like, well, I gotta see the next one.
So basically,
I gotta see what happens next.
So basically, for those who have not watched or have no idea what we're talking about, it's a experiment that, I guess, a social experiment that they ran, where women and men go into pods, they talk to each other, and they have a limited amount of time to find their future soul or their soulmate
Well,
or
to
their
get
future.
married. So basically, so they isolate. So all the men are on one side, all the women are on the other side.
So it's like this. There's a pod.
It's like that. Yeah. So then you can go into an individual room, right? And then
You're talking to
you're
them.
talking, and the woman is on the other side, and then they talk to each other through the wall, but you never actually see
the person
who you're talking to
until you get proposed.
Yeah, and then
or engaged.
and then just based only on the conversations you're having.
These girls
getting
are
to
like,
know them.
why would you do that?
Lots of things. So basically, based only
Let's
on
show
that,
them what they look like.
yeah, you decide if you're going to marry them. And so like there are people who are like, will you marry me? They were actually getting engaged.
And they have
without
no
ever
idea
seeing
who
each
they
other.
are.
But what if there's like an age difference?
And that's the whole purpose
Well,
of it. So you're breaking the barriers of age, race, like whatever they might like. We're cutting out the physical appearance of the person.
They did discuss like
how old are you?
Yeah, like
you can't see them. You just know them by
You hear the voice.
by their voice.
Yeah, the
yeah.
voice.
So
So
again,
like-
it's like this.
Yeah. So
There's
stuff
a
like
wall
age difference.
between us.
In fact,
personality
yeah.
through the conversation.
Oh, okay.
like there was one couple that was an age difference, but they knew before because
There's a 10-year age
They were able to chat for like a really long time, so they already knew what the age difference was. The only thing you don't know is one person was 24 and the other person was 34.
And a lot of it's just finding the common interest that is through those
So
conversations.
here's my
Yeah.
question. Y'all are too young, but Cathy,
Yes.
would you be up for this social experiment?
Would I be up for this? I would want to do the flirty dancing. I'm going to sidetrack one to another one. There's another social one that they're doing where you do a dance move and you then meet up the guy. Like the dances are trained by the girl learns to dance moves, the guy learns to dance moves, and then they meet together. And they find out if they have chemistry through dance.
So that's awesome.
And that's called flirty dancing, and that's the same thing, but through recognizing body language and movement over communication and talk. However,
but what you do with the Love is Blind?
It's kind of interesting. I do like science, and so from that social experiment side, I'm a science background, and having that inquisitive mind frame, yeah, I think I would.
Girls, what do you think of this?
I don't know.
Are you sending me there?
Yeah, I already filled out your application.
Thank you.
No problem.
It depends.
I would never do this.
Yeah, because, like, you don't just marry someone after a conversation.
Well, it's like a long.
But what if they're like 80 years old and you're like
What if they
20?
just keep it from you and then you?
Well, they can just
you can talk about it. You can talk about it.
Yeah, what if they like lie about
Well,
it?
then you can choose not to marry them.
Basically,
you're not.
But you
online
don't
dating.
see their face.
Yeah, but you're not forced to marry them. So you'll be engaged to that person, but at the end of it, you can either say I do or I don't.
Yeah. So
okay.
the way the whole show the way the whole show flowed, it's like, so they have the first part in the pods where some people didn't meet anyone and they just left.
Yeah,
but there were there were I think 5 couples.
There were 6 couples.
Oh, 6 couples who got engaged before meeting, and then after they decide to get engaged, then they show them to each other,
and then they go on vacation
and
together.
Then they go on vacation,
and then they live together, and then they have to get married within like 3 weeks.
I think it's 3 weeks later they have weddings. Yeah, so.
Scott, would you do this?
I mean, I would try it. I'm not sure if it. I mean, in fact, I don't even want to give any spoilers, but it was.
But would you do it?
Like, would I try to go?
Yeah,
on the
would you do
experiment?
the experiment?
I mean, honestly, I would have more of it. I don't know if I would be wanting to do like a reality TV show. I'm not sure. You know, if somebody
Here, like doing live.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You got it, Dana.
That's a good point. But I feel like it's a slightly different. I mean, you know,
It's like you wrestle your life.
Yes, but you know what the thing is also, it's that I think having the cameras there changes things, right?
Yeah,
believe so.
Because people wouldn't be as honest when you're saying something because there's constantly people like
Yeah.
watching
Yeah,
you. and
watching.
Because
stuff.
you're always thinking, you know, what is this going to look like?
On TV.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. If the experiment wasn't on TV and it was just a matter of like wanting to see,
would you do it?
I mean, sure, I guess.
Because if you thought of it as just an science experiment,
Yeah.
then I think you'd go to it more. Because
Mom, why are you letting her watch this show?
no, I don't watch it. I just know about it. I don't watch it.
But it was interesting. I mean, the thing that was interesting to me is you see these people who they seem so.
They use the L word really quickly. Some of them, and I'm like,
I've fallen in love,
bro,
with you.
what?
I fell in love with you. Will you marry me?
Yeah, I was like, wait.
But you've never seen.
And then they see each other, and you can see some
of them were like, oh my god.
Some were very happy, and
some were like, ugh.
That would be disappointing if like you met your quote unquote soulmate and then you do it in their faces like, ugh, and you're like, oh.
But see, that's the whole purpose of it, right?
Yeah,
You're
just take your
removing
word.
that.
Yeah.
Physical
Well, that's like,
aspect
the question
of
is
the
like,
person.
is love blind? Like, does it matter what the person looks like? Should it matter? Should it matter?
I mean, I was watching.
What if they're a zombie? Like,
Exactly.
Oh my god, Tatiana.
What if
What if
there's
they're
a-
secretly
That's a good
like
question.
they could be like a zombie.
you could be
so,
talking to a
like-
dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
You
they
could be
share
talking to
interest
dog.
with you in your conversation and need the
Yeah.
then why is that important?
Well, in fact, the interesting thing I found was watching it was one thing you found was a lot of people were saying things like, "Oh, I never would have probably even considered this person if I just seen them somewhere, right?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas this time they kind of it's basically done the reverse because I did find as you're watching the show that obviously how the person looks and how they actually look to each other.
But they didn't
matter.
pick anyone ugly, so I mean,
That's
they
another-
were all very attractive people.
That's another good point. Yeah,
Right?
that everybody
That's
that they
entertainment.
cast.
So
everybody
Scott, you
they cast
can't
in
make
the
the show. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly. Yeah, no. But yeah, no, it's like that's true. Everybody that was like I don't know, you could say conventionally.
They're all attractive. Like
Attractive.
none of them were like, ugh. They were all okay.
Yeah. Which is interesting because what does that say about even just the
Exactly, the
producers of the show
casting,
itself?
yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, it was interesting enough to me that I watched the entire season.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you made me. No, I watched it. I would have watched it.
Well, because you know they also do a good job of like they have cliffhangers. You know, a lot of TV shows. It's like
do.
the big thing you've been waiting for is about to happen, and then they go to the credits. So I'm like, oh, I gotta watch.
Oh no, I just kept watching it. And I was like, I'm gonna just sit here and how many episodes is it? I got this.
It was 10. And also, actually, what I noticed is, so I only heard about it this week, but apparently it wasn't released all at once the way a lot of Netflix shows are. They actually were releasing I guess it was an episode a week or something. Which
because usually in Netflix it's like the whole series, and then like later on it's the next series. And then
exactly.
I prefer when they release it like little by little, because then
It's
you
like
can watch
Mandalorian.
it in one sitting and then it's just gone, and then you have to wait like another.
Yeah.
that leaves you in a
Anticipation.
cliffhanger, which is
I know,
It does.
like it spreads out the time to enjoy it, but also it does leave you on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's a little annoying.
Like I was watching a movie like a week ago, and then they came up with a part 2, and I watched it yesterday, and then I saw one this morning, but I didn't get to finish it.
So you all on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys watch on Netflix?
I watch usually cartoons. I like animated movies.
Like what? What would be some of your
I
favorites?
like Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
I haven't seen it yet.
Which one's
Oh,
Ferdinand?
The one with the bull.
It's the one with the
John
bull.
Cena.
Computer animated.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, but I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Ashani?
I like scary movies.
Oh.
Like
Oh.
Annabelle.
I can't relate.
I
to
am
that.
the
Yeah.
opposite. I like comedy.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like what? What would be your what's one comedy that you really like?
There's too much. Kevin Hart comes out like with comedy.
Oh yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Me and my brother watch it, but like sometimes he finishes it. So
I also like their cooking shows. Like they have like like Nailed It and Sugar Rush.
Oh my god, Nailed
Yeah.
It is funny.
Yeah, they're really fun to watch.
Actually, I just watched a cooking one. What was it? Like the Great American? No, not American. It wasn't an American show. It was a
Is
British
it a
one.
family one?
No, it was like a bake-off one. Oh no,
Those
maybe
ones
they
are
were.
fun.
Maybe they were families. It was like they all have to. There's usually 2 members of each family competing to cook stuff.
I've never heard of that one.
I like reality TV, so I watch a lot of that. I've watched a lot of. I like their British ones, so like Cheapest Wedding, Cheapskate Wedding, or whatever.
Yeah.
I do like Nailed It. I did watch RuPaul's Drag Race
I don't know.
non-stop.
I haven't seen either.
I binge watch all of it.
Have you guys seen Instant Hotel? Have you guys watched that?
yes,
I have not.
that's
Yes.
Is it
Who's
where they
it?
design a hotel?
No, so Instant Hotel is
It's like an Airbnb.
it's like Airbnb. In fact, I think I don't know if they're using. They don't mention Airbnb, but it's that same thing. So basically, each contestant is usually a couple, and they're people who run their own Airbnb. And so all the contestants each spend a night at each of their Airbnbs, and they rank it and vote, and then the winner, I think, won, I don't know, a prize. But so you're basically competing against who has the best Airbnb.
Oh wow.
So if you guys would be on any Netflix show, so like Nailed It or Instant Hotel or whatever it might be, what would you be on?
I would be on Nailed It because I bake
you're a
and
baker.
cook a lot.
Oh yeah, awesome.
I made a cake yesterday.
Okay.
Why did?
It's a vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, coconut cake.
And where's my slice?
Ooh.
Still at my house.
Vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, coconut.
That sounds really
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything you would want. Delicious.
How about you, Ashani? A scary show.
I think I would want my grandma to be on Nailed It.
Your grandma on
Yeah,
Nailed
to see
It.
her on TV.
That'd be cool.
So wait, Nailed It is a baking show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically a baking show. Like usually when they have like cooking shows, they have like experienced bakers, but these are people who like
Have
kind
knowledge.
of know how to bake, but
Like
like
home
don't.
chefs.
Yeah, that's why I want to be on it because
I see.
I know I'm
So-
confident at baking.
Basically, they take professional made cakes and
Yeah.
say to the amateurs,
You need to
hey,
make it.
you need to make this. And
In
then it'd
2
be like
hours,
so
yeah.
detailed.
Oh, I see. So something that they've never made before, and then they get like a very short amount of time to figure out how to make it, and then they have to make it.
Most of the people on this show have baked like cakes and have failed like really badly.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
And then they gave them a unicorn, a dragon cake that was really designed by a professional baker.
Yeah.
Like 3 of them already.
Yeah,
And
there's 3 judges
the
who make the cake.
Best one who's like best tastes good and stuff. That's the winner. And they only have 1 hour or 2 hours, I think. It is.
It's
Depending
also
on
on the appearance, right?
Yeah.
Like the presentation of it?
Presentation and then taste.
So Dana, would you go on Nailed It?
I don't know how to bake.
That's the best part. Okay, what show on Netflix would you go on then if you could?
again, I would do an animated one, even if it's just a voiceover.
Cool.
Because I think they're for everyone, and anyone could watch one.
Yeah.
So it could be a family movie, and everyone would enjoy it.
Nice. How about you, Chelsea?
I honestly don't know, but I think the nailed it point was good. Like,
I can picture you doing cheer.
Yeah, I used to do cheerleading actually.
Yeah, I don't know, it just came to me.
I feel like, or like, I don't know, they have like on the reality TV shows, I guess, because I watch those sometimes. But I would probably say nailed it because like I know how to bake. Like I'm not like really good at it.
Yeah,
so I
that's
guess,
what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So and I'd probably fail at a lot of things. So
They make for good
show for
TV.
me.
There you
Yeah.
go. How about you, Kathy?
Well, this 80s girl is still on cable. So if I'm going with cable programming, Dancing with the Stars is my big thing. So
I know
dance shows and, you know, I've done workshops with Mark Ballas before when he's in Toronto. So
We're doing, like-
it's pretty cool to be in, if you can be in one of those
If we were
dance
doing
shows.
like TV, I would say like Dance Moms.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my god, your mom
With
on Dance
Abby?
Moms? That'd be so
funny.
funny.
My mom would like, she wouldn't be like the other moms, like all like that, but she would
She's
just,
on her own level.
she'd be like,
Yeah.
not like screaming mean, but she would just be like in her own world, which would make it really funny. Like she'd be very.
My mom would probably be like knitting something or
Yeah.
like watching, taking pictures. Like
My mom likes to like
Got
talk
this.
to me about dance, and like sometimes she doesn't actually like know what she's saying, so she would talk about it, and like she would watch and also dance and stuff. So I feel like it would be funny. If
So how does Dance Moms work? I haven't seen Dance Moms.
Okay.
How's that one work?
So
how do we explain?
They do
Okay,
like
so
competitions
basically,
every week.
it's about like basically competitions.
Every week, it's like
But like with moms?
So basically,
by this-
a kid and like a dancing kid
Okay.
comes on with their mom,
Mm-hmm.
and they train in a studio with a professional dancer.
Okay.
And every week there's a competition.
yeah.
And
So wait, is the mom training or the kid?
No, it's
The kids
basically.
are
I think why
training.
they call it dance moms is because the moms are like really over dramatic.
and
It's a
really
stories that the
competitive.
I see.
So it's
okay.
like let's put it this way. So they're Canada's top choice,
like
right?
pageant moms.
So they're pageant moms,
Pageant
and
moms.
we have pageant moms in the room.
They're
So
just not as
imagine making it take toddlers and tiaras, but only focus on the moms.
So they're more and they're the moms that they pick, I guess, are the ones that are
the
really
crazy
really
moms.
really
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah,
There you go.
that
It's
want to
like-
scream.
Yeah, it's like 20% dancing and like
80%
80%
moms.
screaming moms.
Yeah.
I
That's
see.
what the show is.
I see.
And that would be me because I did both. Being a pageant mom and being a pageant person, I was screaming, yes.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
What
belong
show would
on
you
my
be
show.
on?
What show would I want to be on?
Yeah.
I would like some of those competition type shows, like Amazing Race or one of those. I feel like those would be
Amazing
fun.
Race.
Like,
Would you and your brother do amazing? I can totally see that.
I would be really down for that. Actually, that would be one of the few. Where
Taylor, if you're watching.
I think he would be even more down for it. I
I
think.
feel like he'd be so competitive.
Yeah.
I'll
I
take
mean,
over the sit down while you guys are gone. Don't worry.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. We're both quite competitive when it comes to that stuff. So.
Or I can see like you and your dad doing it if Taylor's like, nah, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, my dad would do it too. Yeah. Yeah. If those would be fun. Competition where you have to like do physical things, and although Amazing Race has a mix, right? It's physical and they have mental stuff as well, right? Yeah. So yeah, have you guys ever done an escape room? Any of you guys done
Yeah,
escape
I
rooms?
love escape rooms. They're really fun.
I don't like escape rooms.
They're
I've
just
never
like
done them.
pressuring. Like
They give me anxiety.
I feel like tension.
It's like
you
I-
have an hour to escape. If you don't escape,
You
we'll
die.
open the
I'm
door,
kidding.
but like
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
in the story, you die.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like I went with like my friend's family. We had like a competition in Quebec, and there was an escape room. So we went there, and like I remember we were all just like screaming because like we couldn't get out, and we were really scared, and we were trying to find
Do
ways.
that to me.
We were trying to find ways to cheat and stuff. And there's like a camera where you can ask help, and we were trying to see if we could get any, but it was like really hard. But we got out on time. Which
You got it on time. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went to one.
I only got on time once.
Oh really?
I don't think I've ever gotten out, but
I was in one last week. We went to my friend's birthday, and it was the one on King Street West. It was called Escape Manor. Have you guys been there? It's pretty nice.
none of them are downtown girls.
Oh, well, it's really it's a nice it's the nicest one I've ever been to. And our one was we were put into there were 3 prison cells, so we were all locked in prison
Oh,
cells.
I've been in one similar like
That's
that.
crazy.
We had
And then
like,
you
So
had to
basically, you were in jail.
We were in jail.
Alone.
Yeah.
we
But
had
you had to escape alone. But you're working with.
No, we were a team. So like all 3 of us. So I think in one cell there were three of us. Actually, maybe there were 2 cells. Yeah, there were 3 of us in one cell, 3 of us in the other, and then there are puzzles in both cells, so we kind of had to communicate.
Puzzles.
Yeah, so we had to communicate with each other. Like, for example, we had something written on the wall in our room, and I had to be like, okay, there's like this number here, and they'd be like, oh, we have this pattern here, and then we would communicate, and then it's cool because like you have to like open certain things and like. Once you solve the puzzle, usually like a key falls out or something.
I'm the worst person in an escape room. I get so anxious, and the more anxious I get, the louder I get. And I'm already a naturally loud person, so I'm just distracting.
I get pretty aggressive because I want to.
We can't do an escape room together.
Most of my friends are like playing it back. They're like, we have time. I'm like, no, we have to get out now. We have to beat the record. And they're like, calm down. I'm like, nope, we have to get out now. Like,
Chelsea's very competitive.
Well,
I need to get out.
Like the room.
The record. That's
Yeah, because there's usually every room has like a fastest time. I think ours somebody got out in 20 minutes.
How about you?
Wow.
How long did it take you?
We got out with 9 minutes to spare, so that would have been because it was a 45-minute escape room. So 36 minutes we got out. So
that's not that bad.
It was. I was pretty.
got out.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with myself.
I would never get
I
out
was
of
like
an escape
started
room.
like I didn't get out.
Not an escape room kind of person.
They are
Well,
fun.
it depends if you were, the jail cell. If you did something wrong, like.
Yeah, maybe I deserve. Maybe I deserve to be in there. Maybe it wasn't even an escape room. Maybe I just got locked up.
Usually I'm the person that's finding details that don't matter. Like I'll say like, oh, the floors are like
Yeah, that's me.
like gray, and they're like, that's just the floor, and I'm like, are you sure? There's a crack in the floor, and they're like, it's just the floor, and I'm like,
Yep, no, that's
Well,
me.
'cause that is the
But
thing because you don't know. Yeah.
You go first. You go.
Oh no, I was gonna say there's some things you don't know if like is that just a decoration or
Yeah.
is that actually is that matter? Is that a pattern or something?
I'm that person. They get annoyed because they're like, you're wasting time, and I'm like, you never know.
That's me.
So, but sometimes it can lead you to something like. Since I was the smallest in the escape room, I started checking out because there was like a crashed jet and we were in the forest. So I was looking around and I saw the jet and I'm like, I'm gonna fit in there.
You
and
totally
then,
went
get
in.
out. It's not anything. And I find a medical kit with like earbuds and a voice recorder. And I'm like, are you sure?
And it was part of it. It was part of it.
It was part of it.
Wait, this was so. What was this one outside? Was it an outdoor escape room?
No, it
or-
was indoor. It just the set looked like it was a forest.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Note to self: take Dana with you.
Yeah. Climb in all those. Go in there and check if there's any.
Probably be the
Just toss her in.
Dana, go in the vent. I'm sure there's something in there.
That's how she actually escapes
Yeah.
the escape room.
I know. It's just like
She just escapes the building. She's like, wow, it's outside. Oh my god, I'm outside.
I escaped.
This escape room is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like escape rooms. I'm glad that it's like they were a trend for a while, but they seem to have not gone away because they're still pretty popular.
And they're good because they're puzzles for your brain and they're interactive and
Yeah.
you can bond over them.
Exactly.
But you can also fight over them too. But the bonding is what is important.
Yeah.
If you die, you die together. If you win,
You win
Exactly.
you
together.
win together.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's teamwork.
Just like you are all doing the sit-down concert together.
Together,
That's
yeah.
right.
Together into the 80s.
Together into the 80s.
80s.
That's
yes.
right. Once again, let's show people the flyer. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're here promoting. We have performers from the Canada's Top Choice Give Back fundraising concert here in studio. Together into the 80s is a theme, which is why we've got our 80s theme going here today. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. There's a link in the description below for tickets, or you can just go search for it on Eventbrite or search Canada's Top Choice on Facebook. And the event is happening this Saturday at the Fairview Library Theatre. And it's
You want to be there at 5:30 to make sure you get your seat, and also at about 6 o'clock we're actually starting the show. And at that time frame, we actually JDL Cupid Arch is actually launching their first song, so we have something very special happening at the same time too, because Cupid Arch is going to be there. We got a feature performer as well with Melanie Lazaro, so lots of things happening that night. So you want to get your seats in and find your spot there.
yeah, it's gonna be a very fun night. And I'm unfortunately I was going to be there, but I can't because I'm actually going to be out of the country at that time.
Again, you know what I realized? We talked about this on the show. Scott is somehow always gone on like the 10th episode.
That's true.
Always.
That's right. That's true. It's weird. Actually.
Always.
In fact, that's right. That's why this coming episode on Sunday, there will be a show, but it's not going to be live. because
someone's not gonna be here.
I will be gone.
I mean, I just got back, so I shouldn't complain. But
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, so we've pre-taped an episode,
and it's a really good
episode, and it's a lot of fun. JP Sunga is going to be in studio, or was in studio, but will be for you guys.
But it was great, so you should tune in.
So, and it will tune in 11 o'clock premiere. And again, I don't know the internet situation of where I'm going to be.
I will be on,
but I'll try to be in the live chat. And I know the artists who are actually going to be on the show will also be in the live chat. So I'll
be there.
Fun
Talk
stuff.
to me. Join me next Sunday.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. But yeah, Scott, you need to be here for the 100th episode because that's also a 10th episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100th.
and it's your 100th, so you
It's a big deal. It's the big one.
That's all.
Yeah. All right, guys, I will. I'll try my best. When's the 100th going to be? It's going to be.
Let me count 1 second.
Well, because we were. Our 52nd, like our year-long episode, was in November, I think.
78.
So it'll probably be around there, either late October, maybe. It's weird to think we've been doing it for this long.
It's great. Fantastic.
It's been rolling, and here you guys are on our episode 69.
Yeah.
So, did any of you guys see the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
No.
I want to see it.
I really want to see it.
I want to see it.
I want to see it because
October.
I like anime.
October. Yeah, cool. So, wait, you guys are planning to see it, or you want to see it?
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Is it good?
Was it good?
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Was
Actually.
it better than you thought it would be?
It was as good as I hoped it would be.
But you're also a 90s baby, and you played, not really, but
Yeah,
you grew up in the 90s.
I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog on my Game Gear. I never had a Sega
What's
Genesis.
a Game Gear? No, I'm kidding.
It was like, well, you guys know what a Game Boy is.
Yeah.
Well, like,
What's a Game Boy?
Game Boy was a portable gaming system.
Yeah.
But Game Gear was awesome because the screen was color. And the Game Boy was just green. It was just a green.
What's a
screen.
Game Boy?
It was. And then, well, yeah. So now, what's the now big one now is Nintendo DS
Switch.
probably.
Nintendo
No, but for portable
Switch,
gaming,
yeah.
for portable gaming. So yeah, I guess because you can carry the Switch around.
Come on, Scott.
Okay. Well, I remember I used to play Sonic on my Game Gear, and it took like 700 batteries because it was double A's. And
What's a battery? I'm
we
kidding.
still have battery. But yeah, I used to play Sonic. Do you guys ever play any others? Because they still made Sonic games.
Yeah.
Do you guys play any of those games, or have you played?
Do you
any?
guys
I
even
have
know
a
Sonic?
game with Sonic in it.
What game?
It's Super Smash Bros.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it has Sonic as a fighting option.
Does Sonic
sense.
have his own game, like recent game?
That's I
or-
think.
I think we replace Sonic with Fortnite.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I'm not a Sonic
Yeah.
person. I'm more like a Mario person. Like
Yeah.
I play a lot of-
Fortnite.
Yeah.
I play Fortnite a lot.
Mario 3D
Yeah.
World,
A little bit
Mario
too
Kart.
much.
I can
Fortnite.
also play Kirby. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how to do any of the Fortnite dances?
Don't ask her;
Yes.
she'll do them.
I do.
I know.
Because I find like it's very popular now. Because every time, like, anytime I'm at a sporting event, and they always have like the dance camera where they cut to all the people in the audience.
Yeah.
All the kids are always flossing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't really
love how
floss
your
sitting.
arms-
And
Stop.
I can't really do it sitting.
Sorry, guys.
when I was at a hockey game with a few of my friends from pageants, so we were in the audience and they said dance time, and then we were doing Fortnite dances, and then they sat down and they put it on me and they said, Junior Miss Brampton knows how to floss, and doing like I was doing like the woven stuff, and then they like put the camera directly on me and was like saying my title and stuff, and then
Awesome.
I was like,
Free publicity.
Very cool. And you were able to pull out all the Fortnite dances.
yes, it was.
Have you ever won in a game in Fortnite?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Because it's hard. It's
You play Fortnite?
I've played it, but I don't have it. I've played it at my friend's house. I've played more PUBG. I played PUBG myself. I play PUBG more.
I played zero video games.
I like PUBG more. It's just it's a bit more. It was out before Fortnite. Fortnite came out after PUBG. Player Unknown Battlegrounds for people who don't know. But even that, I don't really play it. I don't really play it that much. I just
You're too busy playing, watching reality TV.
I'm too busy watching Love Is Blind. I don't have time for these things. But you know.
I can't believe I watched a whole season yesterday.
I know.
I was
like,
amazed.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I had nothing else to do. I was just chilling at home, and I got a text message like, "Have you watched Love Is Blind?" I will now.
Yeah, well, because I was watching it. I was like I might have been on the last episode at that point already, or the second last.
Yeah, you're on the last episode.
And I was thinking, oh, I kind of maybe want to bring this up on the show. So I just asked her. I was just like, oh, have you watched it? Maybe. And she was like, no, I'll check it out. And then I literally the next day she's
at
like,
midnight. I'm like, I finished it.
I'm done. I've watched all of it. I was like, what? Because 10 episodes, and I think each episode's like 45 minutes or something.
Well, you know what? It's funny. I'm watching it, and I recently got engaged, which is I know something we haven't talked on the show.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So I recently got engaged, and I'm looking at my fiance. I'm like, you didn't cry when you proposed to me. Yes. You didn't do that when you. And he's like, oh, we're not watching this anymore.
Yeah. I mean, well, but
imagine though, like I still can't get over the fact that they used the L word within days of knowing someone.
Yeah,
that's great.
And the thing that they were saying was like, so when you're in the pods, you're not allowed to even have a phone or no social media, no distractions, nothing. So they were saying that people are able to just focus only on the conversation.
Yeah.
So I guess you can fast forward, but it still seems very, very fast.
Timeline would be.
I mean, to be basically meeting somebody and married in basically a month.
Kathy, I filled it in your application.
Yes.
I sent it in, so if you get a phone call,
so we can schedule the same time
I got
frame.
you.
You got me.
1 month.
There you go.
Talking about watching games, the 80s was Game & Watch. Then we had those ones. The first started off, we used to have it in school, the little Game & Watches. And we used to have that.
What's
Teachers
a Game
would tell
Watch?
us. Those was the beginning of your own little devices.
For me,
and they started off in the early 80s.
For me, I'm like Tamagotchi.
The Game & Watch was way before then. They're actually very in demand now to find that. It's almost a valuable
Is it a
item
watch
with
It
isn't. It's a small little game system. It was the game system at the time.
It was the one where they have like a.
That's cool.
It's like it's not really graphics. They're like little black pictures.
It was still more.
Did you plug it? Do you plug it into your TV?
No. It was
little battery operated, small battery operated, real small.
A lot of them were made by Tiger Games or something. I think was one of the big brands.
I did a pageant, and in the little gift bags, they gave me like an old game, but like something that I've never used. It's like Nintendo, but not like you can't take it everywhere, so you have to plug it into your TV. I haven't used it yet.
It's like Nintendo that you can't carry around. Take that in.
Wait, did you? Oh, wait, was it the one that's got like the red and yellow and white cables coming out of it, and you have to plug it in, and there's like a little joystick? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen those. They've got.
It's the before Nintendo, you know.
Yeah, but no, this is one that they've re-released. It's got a bunch of older games on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember I got one years ago. Classic games, yeah. But I found there weren't that many good games on it. Does this have like 50 games or something on it? Is it?
I haven't
never used
it.
The old games.
Well, it's
the old games.
The old games.
Before it was portable.
Yeah, but no, the one Kathy's talking about is the games were.
The Game & Watch were really
Yeah, they were much more. It was a very
simple point kind of accumulation type of game, and then they would have special music and sound before it.
Yeah.
I think one of my classmates brought one in from my old school.
Maybe
on the bus. It was like
it's really small.
It had a Mario game in it.
And it may not have had a Mario. The Game & Watch in those time frames didn't really have a lot of the space, like the racier types. It's like race games and things like that. It really was more of a ball going places or dropping.
Yeah. Is it like Snake?
No, because the way that would work, it wasn't
before then.
It wasn't a real screen. It was like you know how a calculator works. You know, calculators.
You can see it.
Yeah,
you can see the other frame.
Yeah, so it's like
that's what the thing that he brought in. It was like you can see the other animation,
and it just kind of lights. It just sort of lights up a little bit.
It just goes back and forth.
Yeah. So, like for example, if you're playing a game where a guy's running, there'll be like one picture of a guy like in the middle like this, and then to the right of it there's a picture of him like this, and then there's one like this, and then when he wants to go to the right, you push the right button, and the right one lights up, so it kind of looks like he's moving. Yeah. It's very, very super simple games.
You just aged yourself.
Well, I remember when I was in elementary school, some kids still had them.
Yeah, because you would have had it at that time.
Yeah, well, because especially at the time they were like when the Game Boy came out, it was awesome, but it was still like really expensive. So a lot of people didn't necessarily have one. So if you didn't have the Game Boy, you had one of these Tiger games. I don't think I ever actually owned one, but I remember my friends had them.
We should do a 90s day on the show.
Yeah, we could.
I can.
I'm sure we'll be in a few years' time. We'll be in the 90s.
Or maybe on the 90th episode we can do 90s.
Although to be honest, I'm not looking forward to the 90s if 90s stuff comes back. I actually don't. I dislike the 90s fashion more than the 80s fashion.
That's fair.
Like, I don't want big baggy, like.
Can you picture Scott in big baggy pants?
In the 90s, it was more, like even suits.
MC Hammer.
Like suits were all like power suits, the big baggy pants and big baggy jackets.
I kind of want to bring it back just to see what Scott would look like in baggy clothes.
I like how everything's fitted now. I like it a lot more.
That's why I wanted to see you in 90s.
I don't want. Actually, that's the thing. Actually, yeah, in high school, I would wear like pants that I looked at them. I'm like, they're too big for me now. But I don't know why. Everything was just giant. I don't know why.
I remember wearing the oversized basketball jerseys and.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I
They have that like at our school whenever we play in teams. It's always like the jerseys are way too small, and then for the smaller people, the jerseys are always so big. Just like
gotta love elementary school.
Yeah, elementary school they didn't have the they don't have the most variety of items for the kids, but anyway, I prefer 80s fashion to 90s fashion.
That would mean the Speedos back in the 80s. Your preferred fashion.
I can't say I've ever worn a Speedo. But,
Good. Thank you for not doing that.
Anything can happen, people.
I mean, you're going on vacation, so.
I probably will just wear some swim trunks. Although, who knows? I mean, there's still some people wear those. I think in Europe, right? They wear a lot of those Speedos.
Yep.
That's okay.
At least you have nicer tan lines. Like, it's all even.
That's true. I guess. That's okay. We'll see. Probably not.
It was actually popular when I was in school in Hong Kong. Speedos were part of our school uniforms, so we actually had a swim team, and we had swimming as part of that. And the girls also had a Speedo outfit as well as the boys. There was a Speedo designed outfit too. So it was very big at that era of time.
Interesting.
There you go. Well,
learning 80s with Cathy. Bringing it back. Speaking of 80s with Cathy, Cathy is going to be singing for us today, isn't she?
Okay, yeah. Bringing back the 80s. I'm going to be doing actually something that I'm not actually doing on show night because I'm doing Bonnie Tyler there, but because I'm in Madonna gear, which brought in the not only Michael Jackson, but not also brought in the one-handed glove side of things as well as in fashion. The big hair. I did my hair a little bigger today. So yeah, gonna sing a Madonna song for you.
She's singing one of my favorite Madonna songs. So
awesome. All right, so you can make your way on over to the performance area,
do you want me to
I will.
forward or move?
Yeah, you make however. Whatever makes it easier. And I'll go over there in a moment. And what I'll do is I left the other mics on.
Yes, you did.
I'll mute them all. And you can just say stuff to the camera. Okay, hang on.
I'll let you chat with camera again while we turn off their mics.
There we go.
There
okay, I
you
turned
go.
off all the mics so we're not getting any
Sorry, guys.
Your mic's off.
Yeah. Go for it.
I guess one thing I should mention. People who are watching this on YouTube, I just released a video this week.
Can we play the video or no? You didn't prep it. Never mind.
I didn't prep it, and also it'll probably get claimed as well because the other one did, and I don't need to. But I did a rock and roll version of "It's Raining Men," which is
I think you should have called it "It's Snowing Men."
Well, it was snowing. Yeah, so check it out at YouTube.com. In fact, I think the link's in the description below.
Is.
I did a version of "It's Raining Men." And I got my brother Taylor the Brown on the drums, and Kevin Flaherty playing bass. And it's a fun video. We went out into the park and ran around in the snow and did some really, really good dancing.
I wouldn't say really good dancing, but it was a good video.
I would say it was really great dancing.
It was okay dancing and great vocals.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was quite happy
to Taylor.
Oh yeah, Taylor sang very nicely. But no, it was fun. And check it out. It's there. It's brand new. It came out earlier this week.
I'll talk about it.
You can find it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna.
I will talk about it, but no, really, you guys should watch it. It is. I will give kudos to Scott and his band. They did do a good job. It's a great video. I've seen them perform it live. They actually performed it live at this, I was gonna say sit down, at the Canada Top Choice Give Back concert last year. They got all the Filipino aunties up on their seats. So if you want to dance to it, because I'm sure your dancing is better than Scott's, make sure you guys check out the video again after today's episode. The link is down below. And yeah. make sure you guys are subscribing to Scott's YouTube channel, youtube.com/ScottDionBrown, where we do our sit down live every week. And make sure you hit the bell button because, of course, you want to know when we're on. So do that. Scott, hurry up because I have nothing else to talk about. He is ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, Cathy!
Singing Madonna, Material Girl.
A material world. Material. Material.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was Cathy singing Material World by the one, the only 80s icon, Madonna. Wow. And we're back. So great job, Cathy. Amazing as always. And of course, last time Cathy was here, she wasn't able to sing because she had no voice, but we are glad that you have your voice back.
Thank you.
And your mic is off.
All the mics are off. Hang on.
Mine's not.
All right. All of your mics are back.
Yay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Madonna. You guys Madonna fans? Are you other guys
I
Madonna
am.
fans?
Yes,
Me too.
Yeah, Madonna did a lot of. She was very.
She was definitely an 80s icon.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, well, even not just in the 80s, but
She was just an icon in general.
and she's done a lot of. She paved the way for a lot of artists that came later. I mean, like Lady Gaga, for example. I think take a lot of inspiration. From
Scott Dion Brown took a lot of.
Scott Dion Brown took a lot of inspiration.
From Madonna? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, definitely
if you watch his latest cover, his dance moves were inspired by
That's probably true,
Is
actually.
there some voguing?
There's
Maybe you gotta watch to find out.
You know, I didn't really know what I was what I was
you're
trying to
doing?
do there.
We can tell.
There was a lot of this going on in my video.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, you can go on and check it out there. But,
No flossing.
There wasn't any flossing. No, I haven't. I haven't myself mastered the flossing.
Professional.
I don't
Keep
know if he kept
professional.
it professional, but I mean,
How about any woes?
Whoa. Well, what was I doing?
I don't know, ladies. What is a woe?
I don't know how to explain it. It's like
No.
It's like
not a dance move, but like a dance move. I don't know.
Do a
Can
whoa
you
right
guys
now.
do
a
it?
whoa.
One. Okay, do it in sync. 1, 2, 3.
Originally, people went like this, but like after like
Yeah.
TikTok,
But
everyone like
It
this.
this started with Renegade. Like when Renegade happened, like it started off with this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guilty.
Yeah, so Renegade started with like the dab, the whoa, arm movements.
Okay.
It's a different language.
Yes.
Well, I will say I'm. It's,
Language and
I was
dance.
doing a lot of arm things in my video,
But you weren't doing
I'm
that.
not sure if there were any woes
No.
or there weren't any dabs. I
And
didn't
nobody
dab.
said,
I didn't
"Whoa!" No, just kidding.
dab. No.
Maybe they did say, whoa.
Or they were like, "Whoa!"
There might have been some of that.
Oh no.
Oh, what? Whoa.
But it was I
It was
I
a good-
dressed
it was a
I
good
put on
video.
my leather jacket.
was a
I was
good
dressed
video.
like you know Danny Zuko from Greece. Have you ever seen
there we
Grease?
go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was kind of going for
Did
the
you-
Danny Zuko.
And
type
and
thing.
that,
you
that
put
grease theme is
grease
going to
in
be,
your
yeah.
Yeah.
You put grease in your hair?
Yeah,
I did.
come out to the
It
show.
was.
You'll hear some Grease songs as
Yeah.
well. It's
Oh, yeah,
also
that's right,
tied
yeah.
into because that
the
huge
ending.
influence that movie had on the 80s and
That's
when
true, yeah.
dresses were, yeah, the
Yep.
Danny Zuko's and the outfits, yes.
There you go. That's the thing, because the fashions are very it goes in cycles, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
the way a lot of the stuff that was popular in the 80s was also popular in the 50s and before, right? So like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like the way the pants
It's
fit,
all recycling.
the way hair, and that's why like the way stuff is now, we're kind of going through an 80s
Is that why you haven't cut your
revival.
hair yet?
Yeah,
You're hoping that-
yeah. Well, actually, no, I couldn't cut. Yeah, I couldn't cut it because I'm actually going to be on a
Vacation mode
well,
soon.
Well, that's not why I didn't cut. My hair.
Oh, it's like you're keeping up for your vacation.
No, but yeah, I can say I
can
didn't
say
cut my hair because I got a little part in a movie,
Little?
and so I can't adjust my hair. Yeah, I can't say what it is, but I will say that it is a period piece. It takes place in the past, and that's why they've just my hair is longer than it is. It's been growing for a while, so it's longer than I would normally wear it.
Are you trying to outgrow your brother?
I don't know if I'll get there. Have you guys seen my brother's hair is like down to here?
I want to see. I remember we went to the cider festival and he was trying to see whose hair was longer, but I feel like my hair grew sporadically, randomly. So I want to see if my hair is.
Is longer than his?
Yeah,
It's gonna be. It'd be close actually.
but my hair's not straight today, so maybe next week
Yeah.
or 2 weeks.
Have you guys heard of this new place called Bear Market?
No.
Bear.
Spelled B-A-R-E.
B-A-R-E.
Yeah.
Never heard. No.
So it's actually interesting. I haven't gone. I'm meaning to check it out. It's it just opened in Toronto on the Danforth.
Okay.
And the idea behind it is
Bear market.
yeah, what it is. It's
What is the idea behind it?
yeah. So the idea is that I know I can see your face because you're asking what's bear
Yes,
about it.
what's
Bear about
B-A-R-E about?
So the idea behind it is for people who want to start getting rid of packaging. So the idea is you'll go to the store. Let's say you want to buy
A lipstick.
I don't know if lipstick.
Lipstick comes in a box.
Oh.
Yeah.
Candy.
Well, no, but a better thing would be like candy, or even let's say cereal. So let's say you're gonna go buy a box of cereal. Rather than going and buying in the grocery store, you'll get like a cardboard box right with the bag inside. All they'll have everything there in bulk.
It's like
So
bulk
it's a bulk-
barn.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's like bulk
Yeah,
store.
Okay.
and you bring your own containers.
Containers.
right?
And
So
is
the
it weighed?
This is
yeah, it's done by weight.
Yeah,
by
so,
weight.
So you
Bring it,
put your
like-
empty container there, and then they.
She wants to know how to get to the bear market. There you go.
There we go.
But yeah, they weigh the container, and then and the idea is that they'll have like not just the stuff you'd find at bulk barn, but like everything, like your laundry detergent.
Oh.
your-
Is someone allowed like for candy and they like just dash it in their hand? Like what would happen if they do that?
You'd get kicked out, young
Yeah, I
lady.
guess. I assume they
I don't
probably
know.
It's
try
like when you
watch
go to
it, I guess,
bulk
but-
barn, there you can't like you're
You're
not
not
allowed
allowed
just
to
to
put
like
your hand.
snack it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
bulk barn.
Bulk barn is great. I
Yeah.
always get like the strips of rainbow candy from there.
Yeah.
From like the ones like from Dollarama, how they
Yeah.
have like the packets.
Yeah.
Very
Well, I
I
mean,
love bulk barn.
in fact, I guess bulk barn is the closest to it. I guess
Would be.
bear market is just trying to make it.
But they're expanding the choices that you can.
Yeah, like
get.
the idea is that you won't have packaging for anything. So
Smart.
I haven't gone yet, but I want to see like I'd be interested in
Do a
you know
vlog on it.
I might just because I want to see what's possible. You know, like what
It's better
things.
than
Because I was even thinking like laundry detergent pods, right? Like the
Yeah.
the big
The
plastic
pods.
tub that it comes
I don't
in.
like
You're right.
pods.
Yeah, you know, I could just keep that one tub and you reuse it, and everything is reused. Like even like soap, like your hand soaps. You'll bring your container there.
Fill your container
Fill up your hand soap.
rather
So
than having the plastic bottle.
That's smart.
yeah. So that's the idea of it. I don't know how. Again, I would have to check what are the prices at this place, and
Yeah.
is it really feasible?
Let us know when you get back.
Yeah, just open on the dance floor. On the dance floor.
That sounds interesting.
It open. It is interesting, and it's environmentally
Friendly.
friendly.
That's a good thing.
Were they environmentally friendly in the 80s?
Not really at that time, I would say. I mean, we were learning a lot more about environment, but it was also a time frame that we were able to shop a lot. We loved shopping and buying things, and
That's
so
not much different
Consumerism.
now.
It was newer. I think in the 80s, at that time frame, the 70s, it was a little financially tight for families. So by the time the 80s came around, I think families were financially a little more stable, just economy-wise, at certain time frames. So there was different types of spending, and there was new technologies that was coming in. So even the shows, I mean, we were talking about Disney shows. I bought all the VHS Disneys that came out at that time. VHS Disneys that came out. So we bought a lot of
Had a lot of
consumerism
those,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. So it was. We spent a lot. We bought a lot. Things were starting to really get packaged in plastic. I think in the 80s,
Yeah, I guess
probably
so,
the
yeah.
beginning of the real packaging, the heavy packaging started about that time frame.
Yeah.
So we're now more aware of how to minimize.
Now you gotta go to the
see
bear
that
market.
Plastics won't break down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Now you go to the bear market.
We're
now
not
you go to bulk
endorsed.
barn. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna go and check it out. I'll go
Me
check it
and
out.
my mom, we buy, instead of buying like Ziploc bags from Amazon, we ordered like, they're kind of like reusable bags because it's easier than like
tote
you can,
bags.
kind of like that, yeah, except they're like smaller, I guess.
Well, like made for sandwiches, but they're like a
Stuff like that,
reusable
yeah.
sandwich bag.
You can use it.
That's cool. Yeah, there's a big push for that now to try to,
Just every little thing. If you can do whatever you can do,
Yeah.
it helps
Avoid
environment
one-use,
overall. Absolutely. Yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, they do you guys hear? You guys know Roll Up the Rim to win?
Yeah.
Timmy's.
Yes.
So they're you don't know what it is, or you
I don't.
you don't?
Oh, Tim Hortons, they have
Yeah.
like
Coffees
It's a
and
contest.
teas, yes.
Yeah, when you buy a coffee, once a
You roll
year
up the
they have a
rim.
contest where you roll up the rim at the side, and there's
Your
like a
coffee mug.
prize, so
Oh,
like
yeah.
you could win something.
Yeah.
So they have that every year. But they announced this year that the contest
change.
is for one it's shorter.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's not the main reason. But I think they're trying to push more towards reusable cups
Mm-hmm.
and using an app instead. So apparently, if you go in with your reusable mug, you'll get a code that'll
code.
give you 3 entries instead of just 1. So they're trying to
that's
push
good.
you away from using.
So I'm gonna take
getting a
Dana's
cup.
dad's Tim Hortons mug. It's just chilling over there, and I'm gonna bring it to Tim Hortons.
That's right.
Got it.
Yeah, so if you bring that in, you'll be able to you'll get it, and
get
also if you
3.
download the app, they're trying to push it. So, that's sort of the trend now.
I think Starbucks should start doing that because I go to Starbucks with my friends at lunchtime after during school because we are allowed to go out for lunch.
Yeah.
So we usually go to Starbucks because it's just a bus away, but it's really quick. And we go there and they have lots of plastic cups. They should
Yeah.
start trying to do more
They
stuff
do
like
have
that.
reusable
But
ones.
they
so maybe
have
you
them,
should-
but they price it way up.
Yeah. Really expensive.
And you can't bring your other cups to Starbucks.
Well, I mean, if you're going to Starbucks, you should be able to afford them.
I have one of the cups. I just don't bring them because.
Well, maybe you should.
I try to bring my reusable cup when I
I have a
can.
Starbucks.
Yeah, you always use your
It has
thermos.
flowers on it.
Well, because
Pretty.
I have a stainless steel one that like
That you use all the
Yeah, I can
time.
put a tea in it in the morning, and by the end of the day, it's still hot.
Well, we have these reusable cups.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
there's
got
those,
these
exactly.
mugs.
Sit down mugs, ladies.
Speaking
and
of the sit
gentlemen.
down mugs, where can they get their
Yeah, might as well since we're talking
sit-down
about it. You can get
mugs?
yourself a mug, a fantastic mug if I can find the graphic.
I know my family in the Philippines were like, why didn't you bring
Oh,
us
really?
mugs? I'm like, you can buy them.
Get your own at teespring.com/thesitdown
Mug.
Have you guys watched Stranger Things?
Yeah. Where's your segues today?
I've got none. I'm just throwing things. I'm just throwing things out there and
Yes.
seeing who catches it. But you guys seen it, Stranger Things?
Yeah, my friend.
I didn't see
my
the
actually
last
my best friend at school. When I got like hurt or something from like a long time ago, and we were like in my mom's car in the back. She had her phone, and we were just like we fell asleep because we were watching Stranger Things, and then like we were just like the whole like everything was done in one day.
Got through the entire
She
season.
binged it.
I didn't watch Stranger Things when it first came out. I only watched it, like, everyone was forcing me to watch it. I'm like, I'm not gonna like it. So then I binge watched, like, the whole show in one day, like, from season 1 all the way to season 3.
That's worse than me, okay?
And I was like,
Yeah, we did that.
And I was surprised. I was like, because I thought I wouldn't like it, because, I don't know, it didn't seem like a show that I would like, but then I ended up, like, really liking it.
Yeah,
And that's all I talked about throughout the
I
summer.
wouldn't like something like that if I hadn't like watched it in the moment we had watched it, and I would like same thing with Chelsea. I don't think I would watch that, but then
Yep.
like we watched
But
it.
then
and-
when you try it, you're like, oh, it's actually good.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it, there's kind of something for multiple generations because like there's so many throwbacks that people who either grew up in the 80s or know about 80s stuff. There's a lot of references there, but they actually did a good job of a lot of the stuff they have are stuff that's popular now. So that's why like Ghostbusters or any of those things. So like you guys who are watching it, who obviously were probably not around in the 80s, you guys were still able to
Did you guys,
enjoy
the
it.
other girls, did you guys watch Stranger Things?
Yeah. I'm still waiting for season 4.
I know.
Yeah.
I
I'm very
haven't watched
patient.
the
countdown.
latest season. I haven't watched the latest season. I only watched season 1, I'm pretty sure.
I think season 1 was my favorite season. I think I still liked the other ones. Like I like
think
that the story's
least,
continuing.
My least
right?
favorite was the second season. I don't know. Not
Yeah.
a lot happened, I guess. But
I
It's
just
like-
wanted to know if she actually shaved her head for a
Yeah, I
movie.
know.
she did.
I think she did.
She
It,
did?
it looks pretty real.
Yeah, she did.
I think she did.
Would you shave your head for a movie, Mr. Growing up my hair
grow
for a
it.
movie?
Depends how big the movie's gonna be.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like
in fact,
if you're the main role.
yeah, for a
course.
movie, I definitely would.
I probably
For a
would.
main role, of course you would do that.
Yeah.
But like for like one like
Well, like I remember.
you're just a character that walked by the main role.
Yeah, well, that's why. Like one time I went for an audition for a Gillette print ad,
Okay.
and the commercial or the ad was going to be a guy shaving his head. And so they asked, there were some people in the picture who weren't shaving their heads, and then there was one guy that were in a cast who was gonna have to shave his head. And they asked, and they were like, "Oh, are you gonna? Would you shave your head?" And I was like, I said no. I'm like no because
Yeah, it's just a commercial.
How long was
wasn't
your hair at
commercial.
this point?
it wasn't as long as this, but it was because the thing is. I have to try to look like my actor headshot, right? Like,
As well.
So like if they're submitting me if my agent's submitting me for jobs and then I show up as I'm like completely bald,
Yeah, they look at you and be like, this isn't you.
so you have to.
They'd be suspicious.
Yes, but if it was like a movie, yeah, 100%, because you make a lot more money in a
Yeah, and the movie would be a lot like more
viewers.
longer around than a commercial.
Have you
Yeah.
guys seen him in a commercial?
No.
I've been in a couple. I've been in what was the last one I was in? You might have seen me in.
Have you seen him in a Scotiabank commercial at the movie theaters?
Nope.
Never mind.
No, that was a Virgin Mobile commercial.
Well, it was in the movie theaters.
Is it in theaters?
Yeah, it played in movie theaters and on TV a little while ago.
Cool.
I have.
But fun stuff. Wait, what was I asking? Oh yeah, the reason I even brought up Stranger Things, it wasn't just like to talk about it, although I'm glad you guys liked it. There's an arcade in Toronto called Tilt. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but they have.
You're forgetting how old these girls are.
But it exists now. It's now. But mind you, you're probably not interested because most of the video games in it are like they
Old
have a lot of the
ones?
old video games.
Classic.
But
classic.
it's being transformed temporarily into a Stranger Things themed arcade.
That's cool.
What?
Yeah.
It's just like how Baskin Robbins, I think it was the one in Aaron, I'm not sure. But
Yep.
one Baskin Robbins, they like changed
Changed into the
ice cream,
Original?
ice cream place.
the Scoops Ahoy in the movie.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, this one it's they're going to transform it so that it looks like you're inside the Upside Down.
Oh, wow.
So they're actually going to make it look really.
Don't worry, Kathy.
Really
I have no
creepy.
idea what they're talking about either.
Wait, you haven't seen any? So you've seen no Stranger Things?
No.
Nope.
That's pretty good.
It's it is quite good.
You didn't text me to watch it, so no, I
Yeah,
haven't
it's
seen
true.
it
Yet.
So, will you be in a dark, scary forest?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not sure exactly. But here, I opened it. This is on Blog.to. So Tilt on Dundas Street West is transforming into Will Byers' worst nightmare with the Upside Down arcade. It's going to transform the bar into a Stranger Things experience, and they're going to have you're going to go through an Upside Down portal.
That's pretty cool.
And you're going to find Stranger Things games, trivia, Eggo waffles, and Scoops Ahoy ice cream
What?
served up alongside a replica of the infamous Christmas light alphabet wall.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. That's how he communicated.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
I
that's
think
scary.
all of us should go.
Yeah.
Is it 19 plus or is it family?
I don't think it is. It's
Because-
you just have to pay to get in. I think it's something like $20 or something. There's also combo pricing for adults and children. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Children. Or if you want to bring it, and all proceeds go to the Children's Wish Foundation and George Brown Collin Foundation.
GBC. I'm an alumni. Do it.
So there you go. Anyway, see, look, the vintage game arcade. Looks
There
like
you
they're
go.
interested after all.
Yeah.
But
It's coming back in a different way.
but yeah, it's gonna be fully Stranger Things
in a strange
themed.
They
way.
have like
we
an
all
escape
go-
room.
There you go.
That would be crazy.
Imagine
be
they had
pretty
like
fun.
an escape room that was like the upside down.
Yeah,
That'd
that
be
would be
so
cool.
scary.
That would be scary, but kind of
Like
cool.
you would be
Try to
stuck
escape the
there,
upside
but
down.
you have to
Yeah.
try to.
Yep. I've never been in a scary
Just
escape
find a
room.
tree and
Me
crawl through
either.
it.
I don't think my age is allowed. I think there's an age.
Age restriction on some of them,
yeah.
maybe. Yeah, because I know they have some scary ones around Halloween. Right?
Yeah.
So they have like I think Casa Loma has
Yeah.
year round they
Yeah.
have them, but I think they made a
I went-
Halloween theme one for
I
them.
went-
Casa Loma around Halloween is so scary.
Well, it's a big
I don't like it.
creaky
So,
old house. Yeah.
I did it. I didn't like it.
I went during October, but it wasn't the day. They were just decorating.
And they were still prepping it. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so
oh
I went
my
to the
God.
basement.
Yep, that's the scariest
And
place.
then, like the tunnel, the
Cinema,
underground
basement.
tunnel.
Yeah.
I know what
And
you're
then
talking
there'd
about.
be like
I did the
chains
same
from the
thing.
ceiling. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
No, I feel
Because
you.
I didn't know that they were doing a Halloween thing.
I did. I went in.
yeah.
I went in September, and they were already prepping.
prepping?
Yeah. No, it's not.
And
So
then
they
I
go
saw a
back.
Halloween sign.
went
I'm
to
like,
fun.
that's what that is.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna get out of the basement.
Yeah, no. The best part is when I went, we walked through the tunnel, not realizing that it was Halloween prep already because it was September, and there's a little boy following us. Oh no, he was following us, and I'm like, where's this kid's parents? He's probably like your age, and he's walking through the tunnel, freaking out just as much as I am. And then when he finally got to the other end, he realized I have to go back through that to get back to the other side, and he went by himself.
That's
I feel
scary.
so. But the best part is we were walking back, and so we can hear the people walking towards us, and we scared someone as we were walking.
Because they thought you were a ghost.
They didn't realize people were walking, and like, bah.
That's funny.
Scary.
I hate scary things,
Yeah.
I-
but
I
I'm here
love
with
it.
you every week, so I guess it's.
Well, there you
I was
go.
a fan
Good enough,
of scary things.
Should we do the Barrel of Monkey World Championship?
Yes.
Whoa, Dana!
Okay, so how are we doing
Yes.
it? Should we have?
I'm
Do the should we have them all try, or just one person try? What do you think?
I'm really bad, but I know how to play, and she doesn't know what it is. So
Me neither.
I'm excited.
Well, who would want to try? Who wants to try?
There you go.
So we got.
Okay,
Never
so
goes a good try. So
Shani, do you want to try, or do you want?
give it a try, Shani.
Sure.
Okay, let's just have everybody.
all of them.
Let's just have everybody try it. Why not?
Yeah.
Are you two gonna try?
We've
We've
already
done
did
it. We've already done it.
Ah.
So, in fact, what we'll do first, let's look at the intro.
Barrel of
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship.
Oh no.
Ooh.
It's very, very exciting. And we should remind people of the previous scores.
Yes.
Here we go. So, our current standings, we've got tied for first place. Kosa, Taylor Brown, Scott Dion Brown, and Regina Alaina are tied with 8 monkeys.
Can you say it, Regina Lane?
Regina Alaina at 8 monkeys.
Uh-huh.
We've
Wait,
got
who did that?
Nina Kiri and Juice tied at second with 7 monkeys. Barry Cito sitting at third. Oh, he's by himself at third, eh? 6 monkeys. And then we've got Garson, Blue Opaline at 5 monkeys, Melvin Bejo at 4, and Latin Train Trio with 2 monkeys. So,
Explain.
I will explain the rules of the game. Hang on, Regina, I can't see the cameras from where you are.
Oh.
There we go. So, this, guys, is the classic game, Barrel of Monkeys. I'm not sure when this came out. Did this come out in the 80s or earlier?
No, earlier.
Earlier?
It was earlier. Almost into 60s.
Oh, really?
60s, early 70s.
It's a classic game now.
It's a classic game.
It always reminded me of Donkey Kong. Because barrels and monkeys.
Yeah, same type of energy.
Okay.
So here's how the game works, guys. Okay. So inside this barrel.
1965.
Oh, I guess I should have. I could have looked it up at any time.
There you go.
Anyway.
60s.
So this is the monkey. Okay. This barrel's full of them. There are 13 monkeys. So the way the game works, you pour them out. Okay. We have now the way that we're doing it is you have a minute, 1 minute timer. Okay.
Okay.
So you pour out your monkeys. You pick up 1 monkey. Okay.
1 monkey.
You then use this monkey to scoop up
Other monkeys.
another monkey, and then you're trying to get another monkey. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Now, if you find a situation where what I just did there, where you have 2 on the same, we're only counting that as 1 because we're counting the layers of monkeys. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's just to stop people from trying to get 4 monkeys on one like that. Yeah, and the one in your hand does not count. So it's basically it starts counting from the second monkey you have, and you're just trying to hook as many monkeys as you can in 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. Who would like to go first?
How about we go this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
how
Because
about-
the barrel's closer
way.
to Tatiana. So.
Oh, no, let's start here so then it
Go this way.
Goes
Yeah.
back to Scott.
Oh yeah, go
You
yes.
did that too.
Okay, so we're passing it over to.
I don't have long arms. There we go. There you go.
All right, I'll go to camera 2. Okay, so yeah.
Come on, Dana.
So no, before you pour them out, don't pour them out yet. It starts closed on the table,
Oh, that is pressuring. I
and then
don't
once
like that.
once I start the timer, then you can touch it and pour them out. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, no mind.
Don't
Okay.
touch it.
Not touching.
All right, so you can bring the camera closer to her, I guess. Okay.
There you go, Dana.
All right. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna prep the music.
You have a minute, Dana.
Oh my god, I'm already scared. I'm not even doing it right now.
You can do this. You guys can do this. Okay. 1 minute timer is starting in 5, 4, 3,
So intense.
2, 1, go.
Okie dokie.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Not always.
Oh.
Whoa.
50 seconds.
Scoop monkey arm. Scoop.
Maybe give up on that one. Go on one that's layered on top,
40 seconds remaining.
Ah! Oh no! It lost him.
There you go. You're back on
Oh!
track.
Oh! I got 2. No, but that only counts.
There you go.
30 seconds.
No, it works. Doing good, doing good.
20
Ah,
seconds.
no! I lost my monkey.
Monkey. 15 seconds. How many can she get? 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm just gonna make sure none of them.
Time.
There you go.
How many monkeys we got?
So I got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well done.
5 monkeys.
Good.
All right.
Wow.
Wonderful,
Good.
wonderful,
That's
wonderful.
really good.
I'll be getting 1.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the monkeys back in the barrel.
My goal is to get one.
Do I just
Yeah.
connect them?
1.
Oh yeah, just disconnect them and then put them all in there.
I just want one.
And Kathy's up next.
I'm up next.
Oh, there's one coming on the side.
I just want one. That's my goal.
All right, people.
Thank you.
Barrel monkeys. I'll
Monkey
probably just-
champion.
Thank you.
So Dana managed to get 5 monkeys. Let's see.
More than I'll ever get.
Let's see how Kathy gets. So Kathy, have you ever played this game before?
No, not really. I had it when I was a kid, but I didn't play it. Not
All
really.
right. So let's see what we can do. All right, let's ready camera 2. And the timer starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. The monkeys have been poured out of the barrel.
Don't close it, just go.
Didn't like that at all.
The scooping begins.
And
her
so
intense
fast.
45 seconds remaining.
Look how much she has already.
No, she's
Yeah.
a champion. She won't lose on.
What?
35 seconds.
It's because she's calm. I'm not calm when I play.
30 seconds remaining.
Take all of them.
She has a respectable number looking. 25 seconds remaining.
No,
What?
how is
I think you just
20
go.
seconds.
Let's
I'm
just go
so
with it.
confused.
God, I think we may have lost our.
Yeah, I scored.
I'm trying to see her.
No, there's only 7. We're good.
10 minutes. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
8. Yeah, 8.
So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you
Time.
did so
There we
good.
go.
Freeze. Count the monkeys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Very
They
respectable.
could have had the
I don't know how this is gonna work, but
A respectable number. All right, so the monkeys are being placed back in.
it's fine. You don't have
Alright.
to disconnect it.
Oh, you got it.
The monkeys are being placed back in the barrel. So
You should probably turn off Chelsea's mic so we don't hear her screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
know
probably
that
a great idea.
Intense person. So.
all right, I'm resetting the
No, I don't
timer.
want it closed. Okay.
Okay, so
No, you need it.
Chelsea now has. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right,
This is too pressuring.
Chelsea's going in.
Go, Chelsea. You can do
Oh, sorry.
I'm so scared. Like I'm shaking.
In 5,
Okay, just
4,
get the monkey.
I just
3,
want one monkey.
2,
I mean, then you're
1, go.
One monkey's the one in your. Oh wait, those.
Monkeys have been poured.
Good job. You.
I should have used my right hand. Why am I using my left hand?
You can switch hands. You still can.
I still have a chance to switch hands. Be smart.
45 seconds remaining.
Get 'em.
Yeah, just trying to get that
Make
one
your
sticking up.
monkey
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, almost got 2.
Okay, come on.
There's none that's sitting up now.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
30 seconds remaining.
Yo.
Oh. Can she
Grab the
grab
arms,
another
those are
one?
good.
25 seconds.
I have not a very good situation here.
Okay.
20 seconds.
Got it. Just get one that's standing.
15
They're all, like,
seconds
lying down.
remaining.
I don't.
These are lazy monkeys.
Yeah.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
My goal was not to have this happen.
5,
Come on.
4, 3,
Like, yeah.
2,
Lose it.
Ah.
time.
1, 2,
Freeze.
3, 4, 5.
5
Word
monkeys.
side.
So Dana and Chelsea are tied at 5 monkeys.
Did you disconnect them?
I think so, yeah. And next, like,
Wait, what do we do with the microphones that are over here?
We just slide them over to the side.
oh, you can
Yeah, we'll do it like that. So next up is Ashani.
Okay, find your space.
Okay.
Okay, we'll pull my mug back over here.
So
Thank
pretty-
you, Dana.
It's quite a tight competition right now.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm scared of next.
move that over.
All right.
I could lose today's title.
Wait, who has the biggest one right now?
So far, Kathy is in the lead with 7
Okay,
For
so I have to
today's
try
title.
to beat
for
7.
today's title. Yeah.
For today's
This will be the
title.
Canada's
Try
top
to
choice
beat
title. In fact,
7.
should we put them all on the standings, or should we just pick the winner of today? Will go on the title.
Oh, no.
We'll figure it out. In fact, I'm not going to pin it now. We'll do it later.
We're all
Okay.
winners here.
You can do it.
Maybe third.
Put them all.
Yeah.
Second, first.
All right. Ashani, are you ready to go? Yeah. All right. We will start in 5. Oh yeah, camera 2.
Come on, Scott.
Hey, Shani's a
champ.
champ already, so she's
Yes.
going to be able to do this. She's gold already.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she
Go,
just
girl.
won.
She just won, so she can be extra gold now.
We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
She's smiling because she's fun.
See, that's what I was trying to do to get them piled up, but it didn't happen.
So all, yeah, the poor. You never know how they're going to come out of there.
Yeah, just move it.
Get from the top. I mean, no help.
40 seconds remaining.
You almost grabbed him with the foot, but
Yeah. The
Ooh,
foots aren't
lost a
very
monkey.
strong. Don't get that one because it's on the foot. Or you can get that.
30
I love
seconds.
Jana's commentary.
I am.
Got it, got it.
25 seconds.
What is that guy's called?
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Nice.
20 seconds remaining. Like, will she be able to hook another monkey with it like that?
I know.
That's the question.
That's scary.
15 seconds remaining.
Probably.
10 seconds. 10 seconds remaining. 5, 4,
Oh no, you lost
3.
the weird football.
Time.
That was good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 monkeys for Ishani.
Wait, can I move down?
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
smarter.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that was
Give you your
upside down.
space.
Yeah.
All right,
Want
so
to hear it, or
Ishani got to
actually
4 monkeys.
That's good.
She wants a clear
I
spot.
like your
to
overall.
strategic.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some clear
Tatiana's
The thing is,
using
it's
strategy.
more unstable because it's the more you get, it's more unstable because it's more far away.
Yeah,
from your
it's
actual
the thing. Yeah,
control.
the more monkeys you have on, the harder it gets. Yeah.
Control.
All right,
There we
Tatiana
go.
is making her way. She's moving to the center of the table because it's an easier, I guess.
It's a bigger space.
Yeah, a little bit more space. All right, are you in place? All right. All right,
You know, I can
Tatiana.
touch it.
She's got it.
Don't touch it.
All right, here we go. Timer starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Jeez. Oh, you dropped the monkey.
Okay, wait.
The cup is full.
10 seconds have passed.
You can get that. If you can
There you go.
get
Yeah.
this.
45 seconds remaining.
Don't drop it.
Is that 6?
It's like, where do I go?
30
Yeah, 'cause
seconds
they're all on the
remaining.
ground now.
The question is, will she be able to hook another?
That one's like leaning on something.
25 seconds.
Yeah, that.
Try it
Oh,
small.
and now it's
It's okay.
Gotta
Okay,
find a
There's
way
a
to
chance.
get under there.
Just be
Oh,
careful.
maybe pile them on top.
15 seconds remaining.
Drag it.
If you drink it, you might lose all of them.
Or don't
10
drag
seconds remaining. 5,
Careful
Oh,
though.
so
and time.
That was good.
6.
How many we got?
So she's in second.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 monkeys. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Good job. Well done.
I'm second.
All right.
Okay, let's like.
Everybody make their way back to their seats.
Little switcheroo.
Well, that was just amazing. We really truly saw some incredible competitiveness here.
That was
And
really intimidating.
as you can see, they're putting all the monkeys back into place and moving all your mics back in place. Tilt it down a little bit. Yeah. Hey, just leave it there. It's fine.
I need the headphones. I don't know where they went.
Oh, that's okay. That's quite all right.
Precious barrel monkey.
Champ number 2.
Sorry.
There we go.
Well,
I did my
that was pretty
goal,
fun.
which is
It was.
more than
My goal
one.
was just to get 1 because I've never done this before and I got 6.
Yeah. same.
Yeah,
is easy
you did
to,
quite
like,
well.
control?
Well, looking at today's standings, we got Cathy is in our lead with 7. monkeys.
Oh,
Very
that was harmful.
Tatiana in second place with 6.
Yeah.
We got Dana and Chelsea tied at third at 5, and Ashani rounding things out with 4.
With our winner! This is our winner.
Which
But
is
you
still
know
quite
what?
good.
You know what though? I must say, Ishani is already a gold medalist
Absolutely.
Oh
winner.
yeah, that's right.
She is.
Ice skaters.
Yeah, Ashani, you just won something recently. What did you win? What was it?
Gold medal at the national championships in Calgary.
No
Wow.
big deal.
For what? In what though?
4?
You should tell people what it
In
is.
synchronized skating.
Absolutely.
Synchronized
See,
skating.
but I did get 5 monkeys.
But are you a gold medalist in
Yeah.
the monkeys?
No, it's okay. I was.
That's
Well,
cool.
I am
Synchronized skating.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Synchronized skating.
It's like a team skating together.
I see.
So like
it's
synchronized swimming, but
Yeah, that's
skating.
what
I see.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like a big like a choreographed like routine type thing.
Yeah.
I
And
tried
it's cross
skating.
Canada as well.
I tried
Wow.
It's the
skating
Gold
in New
Cross
York.
Canada.
I tried skating in New York, and that did not go well. I kept falling, and my mom was at like the side of the rink the whole time, and I was trying my best. But certain people, they would like be good skaters, and they kept like skating near me, and like it was really scary. So that's the closest I got to. to Shawnee.
Very cool.
But you guys are all very talented in your own ways. Like Ashani is a skater, but she's also a singer, dancer, whatever you want to name it. She does it.
Yep.
And then
Multi-talented.
Dana's a model and she sings and she plays the piano. And Cathy is a singer, dancer, mom, pageant winner. Chelsea is a
Barrel of Monkeys winner for today.
yes.
That's right. Add that to the list.
That to your
And then
bio.
and then Chelsea, she's a dancer, everything that you want to think of, she does it. You have a long resume, girl. And then Tatiana is our dancer, makeup artist, Regine enthusiast.
A lot.
Excellent Fortnite player as well.
Exactly. So they're all very talented in their own way. Not only are they pageant girls, but they also have their own
Talents.
Yes, thank
No
you.
talents, exactly.
I'm like, I can't think of the word right now, but thank you, Dana.
And you people watching at home will have the chance to see all of these performers show you some of their incredible talents
Yes.
this Saturday night at
Bring up
the Give Back concert, brought to you by Canada's Top Choice, the Give Back fundraising concert, Together into the 80s theme, this Saturday at the Fairview Library Theatre.
Yes.
Tickets are available at the link in the description down below, or just search Canada's Top Choice on Facebook, and it is on Eventbrite. So get your tickets. It's going to be a great variety show, dancing, singing. All these performers will be there, and it's just going to be a fun time.
It is.
It is.
And this was a fun show. Did you guys all have a good time?
Yes.
It was
you.
fun.
Fun.
We,
The fact that they were in sync with that, I think that was a yes.
Yes.
They're all gold medalists in synchronized answering.
There we go. One synchronized skater and synchronized answer.
excellent.
Yeah.
Answeree.
Yes. So again, like Scott mentioned, make sure you guys check them out this upcoming Saturday, March 7th, at the Farewell at the Fairview Theater. Again, Cathy mentioned the pre-show starts at 5:30, so I would recommend you guys get there for 5, maybe even a little bit earlier.
5:30 is fine. That'd be great.
It is first come, first
start. Formally right on.
Yes,
All
so
right,
the
makes
seating is first come, first serve. So
General
make sure.
general admission. Yeah.
Yes, if you want to get a good seat, you get there early.
And watch the pre-show.
Exactly. Watch the pre-show with JDL's Cupid Arch.
They're launching a new single, right?
Single.
A new single.
Yep.
Very exciting.
You worked on it with them, right?
I did.
Yeah.
They,
Gotta plug you in.
recorded
Come
it.
on, Scott. Why are you so
Yeah,
like?
I was the producer on the track.
Wow.
So,
So it's gonna be maybe get. I'm kidding.
Well, you'll have to find out. It is.
You'll find out
It's a good track.
soon.
It's a good song.
Yes.
It's a good song.
So again, make sure you check them out. They're all doing their own talents, whether they be singing, dancing, playing the uke, playing the piano. We don't know. You guys will find out next Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
March
coming.
7th.
March 7th. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting it's Sunday.
What else? Do you guys want to plug any social media stuff that you want to let people know about? All right. Yeah. Let people know.
If you want to,
if
you don't
want
have
you
to.
don't
Who's
have to.
going first?
You are.
Okay.
Oh, okay. For like my social media on Instagram,
Tatiana.
Tatiana_27, and then Junior Miss Brampton 4444.
Yes.
Cool.
4.
4444.
Good job.
My account is Ishani.sama, ISHANI.SAMA.
Cool.
My Instagram is It's Chelsea Star. It's pretty simple. You can follow me to see dancing, singing, me doing weird stuff like me falling on skates. You can find that when I was in New York. So yeah,
Ooh.
there's some fun stuff on there.
Cool.
Okay, so this 80s person has an Instagram as of this year.
Yep.
So my Instagram is at Cathy-ish88.
Cathy-ish 88.
My Instagram is Dana.Beddoe. And yeah.
Cool.
Yes, so we've tagged them in our Barrel of Monkeys stories.
Yeah.
So make sure you follow.
And I believe they're also in the description down below. I believe I've got all yours there. And Regine,
Yes, Scott.
where can people find you?
You guys can find me here every Sunday or on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter at It's Regine Alaina. Or if you want to follow my journey to the Galaxy Crown, it's Ms. Galaxy Canada. Scott,
Yeah.
where can they find you?
You can find me right here where you're watching this show, right here on YouTube at youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown. as well as on Instagram and Twitter. It's Scott Dion Brown. Although,
Here,
to be
let me
honest,
stick my arm here.
there we go. My white blazer
There
is
you
not
go.
doing well for the. Anyway, Scott Dion Brown on Twitter and Instagram. Although those two are mostly satellites for my YouTube channel. Check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown, where you can see my latest song cover.
Do it.
It's Raining Men. It's there right now.
wow.
It's there right now. And also, you can see this show every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube or on Twitch and DLive as well. And
Or
you can
on
also listen on Spotify. to hear it. So, all places to find the show.
And
find
of
me,
course,
find us.
follow this show on social media.
Correct.
Yes, you can see it down here. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Wherever we're there, just search us up and you'll find us.
And feel free to reach out to us, send us a message if you have questions or for our guests or stuff you'd like us to talk about, any of that stuff.
Or if you want to advertise on a show, you can
reach
do that
out.
too. Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
This was a lot of fun.
Thank you, ladies, for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming. It's been a while since we've all seen you. You've all been guests on our show before, so welcome back.
True, yeah, this is everybody's second time.
Second
at least,
You were
right?
second, third.
That's right. That's right.
This is my 4th time.
Yeah. Oh wow. Really? Wow.
She's in tied with Siggy and Garson.
Amazing. There you go. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming. We had a lot of fun.
And thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, that's right. And
we will see you guys in our next episode next week.
yeah, that's right. So once again, the episode next week will not be a
As a
live
disclaimer,
episode.
yeah.
Because I'm not going to be in this country.
Oh, speaking of, sorry, I just remembered. I want to give a huge congratulations. Do you remember Biggs from Southeast Cartel?
Yes.
So he actually got engaged recently,
Oh.
and Vision just got married. So congratulations to the boys of Southeast Cartel. You guys are doing it big. They have a concert coming up in Manila, so make sure you check them out. Again, congrats to Biggs and Vision.
Very cool. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah,
They were guests
sorry.
on the show a little while
I just
ago.
remembered, and I'm like,
Well, that's awesome.
love is love. So congratulations, you guys. Again, thank you, ladies, for being here.
Yep.
Check them out on Saturday. And we will see you next week.
Bye, everybody. Bye. 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 Keep waving, everybody, while I do this.
Bye.
Wait, Renegade.
Oh, gosh.
Let's end it off. End it off strong. Oh my gosh. We're supposed to leave in 2019, but yet here we are. We're still here.